So I just wanted to jump on here and do a video. I really liked the first video of conscious discipline. I actually watched the whole entire video all the way through. I just thought it was full of information that will help us as educators kind of navigate how to problem solve issues in our classroom, as well as, you know, students that are just trying to communicate, which is one of the things that I learned in the video, is that, you know, disruptions in the classroom 9 times out of 10 are a communication issue. You just have to figure out a way to help them gain a skill to add to their toolbox in self-regulation. I notice this the most in my classrooms because I am drawn to children that, you know, have behavior problems. I typically work with them a little bit more one-on-one, give them that reassurance that everything's okay and that they can, you know, go throughout their day without having to react in a negative way, you know, towards other classmates or the educator. Another thing that I learned was definitely the fact that, you know, it does start at a young age, learning how to self-regulate and, you know, take on responsibilities and problem-solving skills, and you carry that throughout your entire life. I think that also has to do a lot with, you know, your family structure and kind of what your home life looks like. I really like how in the video she talked about like how you get really frustrated in traffic, and how, you know, your emotions get heightened, and when you display that emotion, you are being a role model, whether that's negative or positive. Two things that I really personally took out of that video is, you know, I liked how she kind of talked about incarceration rates, and, you know, we have 7 million people in jails, and there's a lot of rules that people don't obey, and, you know, I feel like personally that the reason they don't follow the rules is because who's ever made them feel good about themselves and made them feel valued and made, you know, them feel like they can take on the world. They've probably had negative experiences, whether that had been in school or at home, not feeling like they were good enough. So you're just kind of making every student in my classroom feel like they are good enough and they can make decisions for themselves, have autonomy over their body. I also took it personally, you know, kind of starting with like yourself and figuring out, you know, what your triggers are and things to become the wise, quiet problem solver. That we really need to hear that voice every day, especially in stressful situations, trying to breathe, calm down, and problem solve in an effective way instead of freaking out, having negative emotions, and then there be consequences for the emotion. And then one question I still had from the video is just, I don't know, probably, I just want to kind of question and dive into, you know, looking into more behaviors that lead to long-term effects in personality traits and things like that. I know that question wasn't exactly what it should be, but just trying to figure out, you know, how it affects your human development throughout the course of your entire life versus just early childhood education. Thank you.